Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Movie Social. We're your hosts, Ricky and Steph.
What up, what up, what up?
And today on Movie Social, we're going to be doing a review of the HBO/Warner movie called The Little Things. But before we break down this review, where we discuss the very little things that happened in this, or big things that happened in this.
You don't get it?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. I just thought that was like dry humor. Sorry, that was a dry laugh or dry humor.
All right, Jared Leto. If you like what we're doing on this channel with these reviews for movies, TV shows, video games, and anime, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also share the channel video with your family and friends. All right, Steph. Now, I know we both watched this on HBO MAX, and others might have watched this in theaters, as Warner Media and HBO are sticking with what they said they were going to do for 2021 and releasing it simultaneously, which is good for us people that's stuck at home during the pandemic. Was it worth their time? Is it worth your time to watch at home or watch in theaters?
Yes. Great acting, great storyline. That's it. And it speaks for itself. You know how you
Yeah.
You see something and you just like, listen, go ahead, watch it. It speaks for itself.
I'm going to say the previews didn't give out a whole lot of information.
Which was great.
Which is good. But yes, this is worth your time. It's not what most people might be used to for a Denzel movie. This is the new norm, I would say, for Denzel, because he's getting up there in age. He can't do the same kind of action-packed movies sometimes that he's been doing. No, those Equalizer stuff type of days is over for him, if you ask me. And it showed in this movie, which we'll get into in a second. But yeah, this was actually really good. It had a clear-cut storyline, and it follows through to it. I mean, and the setting of time and the time that they had it in was good and entertaining. I mean, it was before we were born. Like, I think late 80s, 70s, something like that. Probably the 80s, late 80s.
I thought it was the 90s, I'm sorry.
Could be the 90s, but I don't...
I thought it was like early 90s.
No, it couldn't have been. You know why? Those type of cellular device. They've actually had a lot of cars and police cruisers in the very early 90s had them old, bulky cell phones. Especially for cops and federal agents and stuff like that. But yeah, this was on point. Now, what I wanted to say, the ending, I'm not 100% sold on that part.
So, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Did they leave it like this for a possible second one?
Maybe. Maybe not. At first, I thought, okay, bravo, they got their man. 100% got their man when they had the melt thing. Then they just ruined it by showing Denzel had just purchased the whole kit and just melting that one piece. I'm like, now we're back at square one. Did Jared Leto's character really kill her?
No.
Did he not? I think he might be involved in it at some point.
Okay. I don't think
he knows who killed her by seeing it by watching the crime happening because he's that crazy, or he could have actually killed one of the victims and just wanted to pretend to be the killer for the rest, but they just don't have evidence on none of them.
Can I be honest what I think it is?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just a weirdo.
Oh, well, we already established that he's not one right in the head fully. Two, his character was obsessed with crime scenes because he admitted that himself.
Yeah. So I honestly think that's just what it is. I think that he was wholeheartedly telling the truth, but again, the movie left it for interpretation to be like, he may say this, but it has to be something else.
But I've also seen it though, where you've had movies or TV shows where the person that's like Jared Leto, so obsessed with the scenes and all that, it's actually turned out to be the killer.
Oh, no,
but was so smart enough to try and make it seem like they're not the killer.
Yeah. So that's what I was actually expecting. But I honestly don't think in this one, just my opinion, that he actually is the killer.
Well, we'll never know now.
Unless do a second one. Well, no, we actually can't know because he dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So unless there's another person still out there doing the killings and they do a sequel, we'll never know. But let's get on to the Denzel part with why he'll never be doing no action-packed movies anymore with him being doing action. That man could not climb up that house. Well, that apartment complex.
At that age.
Yeah. He's too old now to be doing those type of stunts and scenes now. No offense. He's a great actor still. He can still act, but he just can't be doing the police chasing and all that good stuff no more.
To me, this was more of a mystery. Meaning they're trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together, doing some information, some searching, which I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And when he said, like, and the thing was, what made this movie so good, it made it seem like Jared Leto was the actual killer. Yeah,
but we never knew for sure if he was or wasn't.
Because when he asked about the girl being a vegan, right? And then they said, "What was the last thing that was in her stomach?"
The beef.
He said roast beef. And then they had Jared Leto's going into his job, which is right next to the store, who had a lunch special for roast beef. And I was like, "Oh crap! Wait a minute!"
I mean, everything was. The mile markers that he went to, where they found one of the bodies,
was pointing toward him.
Yeah, the vehicle and all that was pointing towards him. It's just a matter of was it or was it not. They never had any conclusive evidence, which that's what I'm saying. It could still very well have been him, but they just killed him before they could actually catch him in the act or have proper evidence. Yeah. And it's funny because at the end, when the FBI director the FBI agent that came and took over the case was describing the profile of who it was, it fit Jared Leto's character to a T too.
And the whole hidden floor thing, that made you think there was going to be something in there. Like, there were so many things. And then, like, another part where she said, that the bite marks were inconclusive.
Yeah, I mean, with the bites being inconclusive, what didn't necessarily mean anything too much as far as it not being him. I mean, it was a 50-50 chance it could be, could not be. The fact that he also ate his pizzas like a East Coast person with it folded, which I think that's just the New York thing. Cause
you don't fold your pizza?
Sometimes it depends on the slice. But I'm like, I think that's just in general. New York, you see a lot more New Yorkers have done that, and that's what I think she was alluding to. But I still want to know: did he do it or didn't he do it?
I mean, it's facts, man. It's so much stuff that could say that it's him, and then it's not, because, I mean, it was just too relevant. It was like everything pointed to him, and it was just like just run over the things that pointed to him. The whole roast beef thing, him working next to the witch column, right? As we stated, the bite marks were inconclusive. The fact that he had a hidden cupboard. The fact that when he went to the bar, he called the cops to tell the cops to come there. I know, but I'm just going over the thing. So it's like so much stuff just pointed to him. So much stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it could also have been a case of the cops stuck on this one person because he fits the bill instead of looking at the true criminal. True. Will we get a sequel that divulges this? Who knows? Can we at least get a director's cut, extended cut or whatever, where we see them find out who the killer was or just talk about it? Something. Does our main characters get things right? Does one go back to work in his detective and homicide? Does the other one live a nice happy life now? Never know. But all I know is we do know at least there was a reason why Denzel had to leave, more so because he did kill one of the victims there. Not on purpose, but because she wasn't dead and they covered it up. All in all, great movie, great storyline, great cast. Denzel's still definitely too old now to do certain things anymore, sadly. But let us know if you guys think Jared Leto's character actually was the killer. If you think he wasn't, give us a reason why. Until next time.